Congratulations on the promotion, Major.
Looks like there's a number of hostile
Washington
Brotherhood
from
troops
us.
dug in at the police
We'll
station.
take their elder from
I've done
them.
some recon. There's a couple of ways into the building, but all involve a frontal assault. Give the order, and we'll begin.
All right, let's go.
Soldiers, on me.
We'll destroy the Brotherhood. You can count on that.
Mark my words, Dr. King will find a way to stop them.
They're sniffing around. Sure. Signed, sealed, and delivered by the United States of America.
Status free.
My plasma weapons are gone, but I'm still packing. Mostly junk, but I'm still packing.
Remember Eden!
For victory.
Lost line of sight with the enemy. Positive. Feel my...
Shoot to kill!
Possible perimeter breach. Fan out.
Heads up, it went dark. It's only a matter of time before I find you.
Hoorah! You're stronger, smarter, and slightly less useless. Keep it up.
Captain,
I think we're done here. Good work. Let's see if I can radio into command. Command, this is Captain Peterson. Do you copy?
Reading you loud and clear, Captain. What's your status?
North Boston Police Station has been secured. Brotherhood forces have been eliminated. Requesting further orders.
Copy that. Maintain position. General Ward is en route via vertibird. He will be with you shortly.
Understood. Thanks, Command. Over and out. Well, we better head to the roof. Let's go.
whether the people want it or not.
Sir,
Major, have you seen Colonel Whitehill? I was told she headed to the mainland, and I need to speak to her.
she was one of us. Never would have suspected she was a traitor.
What? That snake! I knew she couldn't be trusted. Traitors like her are what keep derailing the Enclave's goals. Where is she now?
I don't know, sir.
That is very concerning. I'll have to send out a squad to hunt her down. Should you ever see her, you are authorized to shoot to kill. Regardless, we can now continue our work uninterrupted. I see you have that hypersonic vaporizer. I'll take it off your hands. I have time-sensitive orders for you. Now, Chief Engineer Myers believes he has a solution to our power issues. In both that dossier and holotape you recovered from the Institute, he found mention of a beryllium agitator in the mass fusion building. From what he tells me, he can use that device to significantly boost the output of one of our reactors. The problem is the Institute need it for much the same reason, and I have no doubt they are preparing to retrieve it ASAP. We must beat them to it.
I'm ready.
I need you to go to North Boston Police Department and rendezvous with Captain Peterson. You will find a vertibird prepared for your journey to mass fusion. Go get that beryllium agitator, Major. Do not let me down.
Whatever the Institute is planning with their Siths can't be good.
Death from above!
I heard about Whitehill, man. We'll find her eventually, and when we do, we'll make sure she faces justice. So, the mission. We need to airdrop onto the roof of the mass fusion building and recover a device they were creating before the war, the beryllium agitator. If we're lucky, it should be located close to the roof. If not, we'll need to do a sweep through the building. According to Chief Engineer Myers, there's a very real risk we'll encounter the Brotherhood of Steel or the Institute. I'll be accompanying you in case we face additional resistance.
It's your funeral.
The vertibirds good to go. Order when you're ready to depart.
Making like a bird, eh? Let's do it.
See the Brotherhood airship over there? It's a wonder they managed to scrape that thing together in the wastes. Not that it'll be airborne for much longer. We'll make sure of that. There's a vertibird by Mass Fusion's roof, and it's not one of ours. Stay frosty.
They're sniffing around.
Looks like
Keep it tight,
the
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood got here before us. Open fire.
Signed, sealed, and delivered by the United States of America.
Let's go, Major.
Suppressive fire. Sustaining damage.
I was hoping the agitator would be around here. Take a look at that terminal. It might have some info for us.
Still looks cleaner than we placed.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Sweet.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be...
Don't
I
give
can't
me
believe
that
that.
high and mighty
Since
attitude.
when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Something's watching us. What was that?
Detonating explosive charge.
You alright? They've disabled the elevators. Smart.
All right. These machines are starting to piss me off.
Lights are not being detected. You must be destroyed.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Just remember, while you're admiring the view, I'm the one carrying your junk across the Commonwealth.
I knew you were still there.
isn't that a sight? It's still powered on. The beryllium agitator's gotta be in there.
Looks like a big pile of junk to me.
I think it's a pretty safe bet that there's gonna be high levels of radiation in there. Let me know if you need anything for the rats.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Warning. High levels of radiation have been detected in the reactor chamber. Please take appropriate safety precautions. Initiating decontamination sequence. Contamination complete. You may proceed.
My best guess is the agitator will be in a port at the top of the reactor. Okay. Looks like the interlocks are still active. See if you can find a way to turn them off. The alarm's been set off. Watch your back.
In the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait. Contamination complete.
That's it.
Identified intruder detected.
Lockdown ended.
Hear that? I think the Brotherhood's back again, and the Institute's trying to fight them off.
God damn it. I'm getting sick of these cybernetic arseholes.
I say we try and slip past, but whatever you want to do, I've got your back.
All this walking's wearing me out.
Something's watching us. There they are.
There's a real buzz around here these days.
nerves.
Oh, hello. Have you got that beryllium agitator?
The temperature's at a steady 995
Yep.
degrees.
Got it right here.
I'll get the agitator installed now. Reactor 1's already powered down.
Core pressure
This
holding
to
at
work,
740 psi.
Reactor 2 is operating at a 95% efficiency.
All systems are within normal operating parameters.
Why bother? That's just garbage. I toss it.
Radiation levels are within the correct operating envelope. Spiking in Sector 7.
Won't take long.
Justin?
This is pretty straightforward.
Monitors reporting green across the board.
Gotta keep an eye on those transient loads.
Radiation levels are within the correct operating envelope.
Okay. Fire her up, Sam.
You got it. Coolant coils looking good. Opening valves. Flow is good. Pressure buildup is nominal. Spiking in Sector 7 command and gotta keep an eye on those transients that's across the board.
One step towards it.
Monitors reporting good across the board.
All systems are within.
Fine work, Major, fine work. Not having to ration out power anymore will be a relief to all of us.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Indeed. Once again, we find ourselves indebted to you. Dr. Kane told me she had a demonstration prepared for me. Why don't you come along? Meet me in the labs.
Are you ready for the demonstration?
That's right.
Very well, let us begin.
I've been looking forward to this.
I thought it'd be prudent to show you how we got where we are. If you look down into the test chamber, you'll see the results of what I'm designating FEV Kane 1. This strain of the FEV is not dissimilar to the one we recovered, simply stabilized to the best of my abilities.
I see nothing but dead mutants. Did we get lucky with this strain?
Unfortunately, it wasn't that straightforward, no. Of the 4 subjects in that test chamber, 2 were relatively healthy wastelanders, 1 was a ghoul, and 1 was a vault dweller from Vault 81. The vault dweller exhibited extreme cell growth within 15 minutes of exposure. Strength and aggression increased dramatically. We had to terminate them. The wastelanders did not at first exhibit any reactions until they lost consciousness after half an hour. Within an hour, they appeared to begin ghoulifying, while the ghoul experienced near-instant death due to lung damage. One positive result, at least.
Super Soldier Project. It must not have been easy stabilizing that initial FEV sample. Impressive, Doctor.
Yes, this original strain was created with the Super Soldier plan in mind. In here, you can see the results of FEV Kane 6.
You've certainly been cleaning house, Doctor.
Quite. With this strain, we wanted to increase the potency of the virus to reduce the time needed to reach maximum effect. Unfortunately, it appears we made FEV Kane 6 far too aggressive. It provokes an intense immunoresponse in patients, leading to immediate and indiscriminate death and liquefaction.
Regardless of mutation? Not exactly what we're looking for, but a potent biological weapon regardless.
Perhaps, but if it's purely chemical warfare you're interested in, there are far simpler compounds that can be used. This way, please. In here, we have the results of FEV Kane 9. I was close with this strain, very close.
Enough of this
Like in the
slog.
first
Just point
example,
us
the
to the nearest
subjects
watering hole.
consisted of one vault dweller, 2 common wastelanders, and a ghoul. Within 5 minutes of exposure to the FEV agent, all subjects, minus the vault dweller, perished from asphyxiation as their lung cells were destroyed. The vault dweller exhibited no abnormal symptoms aside from, well, mental trauma, as is to be expected.
Singling out creatures' lungs. Smart.
Yes, the base agent was already affecting the subject's lungs, so we opted to build on that. The results were very promising. It is most potent against land-based mammals, although it does seem to retain some effectiveness against non-mammals, aggressively attacking their organs. Unfortunately, healthy humans are not fully immune to the effects of FEV-K9. Approximately 2 hours after exposure, an aggressive cancer begins to propagate through the patient's body. This one doesn't have long left to live.
It must have been frustrating being that close.
Yes, we were so close. We were, however, able to identify what leads to the cancer in pure patients after sufficient testing. Come with me to the upper test chamber.
My apologies for being late, but I didn't want to miss this.
Welcome, sir. What have you got here, Doctor?
Let's call it a live fire exercise.
Please, please, you don't have to do this.
You're that traitor that we caught leaking information. You should be thankful you're avoiding execution. But now...
A traitor with minimal radiation exposure makes for a fine control sample. I'm sure you'd agree.
You got this all wrong. I didn't do anything.
Please settle down. Now, on the left of the chamber, we have sedated wasteland abominations. I had hoped to include a non-feral ghoul in this demonstration, but unfortunately I have already depleted our reserves of them. I think it's time you see FEV Kane 9B in action. You can dispense it from that terminal over there.
Why don't you do the honors, Major? You were instrumental in getting this far.
This is making me uncomfortable.
You need to appreciate the fruits of your labor. Do it. That's an order.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Please, stop.
The FEV has been dispensed.
I don't want to die.
Stop whining. Fortunately for you, your radiation levels are too minute for FEV-K9B to react. This is it. The ultimate weapon against the wasteland. No need to inoculate, and no cure for those vulnerable to it.
You've done it, Doctor. This is just what we've been waiting for.
Sir.
Simply incredible, don't you think?
This is a good start.
It is. It won't be long before we can deploy the FEV at scale.
General, with your permission, I can get Chief Engineer Myers and his men to start work on the FEV release system.
Of course, Dr. Kane. Permission is hereby granted. Do whatever you need to get the system operational.
Thank you, General.
What the?
The depot is under attack.
Who's behind the attack?
A Brotherhood air assault. Our troops are outnumbered.
Damn it!
Those meddling swine.
Prepare the birds and muster the troops. We need to hold the army depot at all costs. Major, I want you to join the troops. Fend off the Brotherhood. That's an order.
Crush them, Major.
Let's go, people.
Follow me, Major.